Great to welcome in Lauren Rust from Charleston with the Lowcountry Marine Mammal Network. It was just a week ago we were talking about whale beaching itself on Hilton Head's beach. And the issue, of course, has been taken care of since, but we kind of want to look ahead, well, look back and look ahead with Lauren. First of all, the necropsy phase takes a while, right? We're probably not going to have any answers specifically as to why the whale beached itself for a while, or are we?
Yeah, so a little bit of both. So we did a gross necropsy on site, which allows us just to look, for things that are very obvious.
Okay.
So injuries, impacts, was there something in the stomach that shouldn't be, like plastic, and then signs of disease. So we can tell you from that, we saw the animal was very emaciated, so very skinny, underweight. It did appear it hadn't eaten food in a while. So that was sort of our gross observations as to probably why the animal's stranded, that it was weak. And obviously emaciation is going to take, could be months, weeks or months, that it was dealing with something.
So it had been sick for a while.
Yes, exactly. We didn't find any signs of trauma. We didn't find anything in the stomach to lead us that it couldn't eat. And for something to lose that much weight would lead to it was more of a chronic issue.
All right. Sad ending, obviously. Lauren, down the road, is this something that just will randomly happen, or is this something that causes you all concern about what else might be out there that may indeed have issues?
So, we do see several whales strand per year. Sperm whales, they are a little further offshore, so it's not as common, but we do see about 4 sperm whales strand typically per year on the Atlantic coast. Here in South Carolina, we had a humpback whale a month or so ago. So it's not alarming. These animals do migrate off our coast. They're just typically further offshore. Something that would be more alarming is if we started to see smaller animals, like more dolphins than we normally see. We do respond to about 50 or 60 per year.
Wow.
So if that number started to go a little higher, that's when we would be a little more concerned. But having a large whale, 1 or 2 per year, is not alarming at this time.
Okay, when you talk about the smaller animals out in the water, are we expecting, what's the calendar for that sort of thing? Is it more of a summertime thing, springtime thing? Could happen anytime.
We do see it throughout the year, but definitely in the summer months. In the spring is calving season, so we do tend to see a few newborns that just don't make it. We have a little peak. And then certainly in the summer, when you have migrating animals that are coming down south where it's warmer and the food is better, you just have an influx of more dolphins, which just leads to more animals stranding.
Okay. For beachgoers, now that we're going to get into the season here pretty soon, where a lot of people are going to be on our beaches up and down South Carolina, but particularly here on Hilton Head, what should people be doing from a positive standpoint and litter and whatever and stuff getting into the ocean? And then also if they come upon a beached creature, mammal?
Absolutely. Anything that's left on the beaches and even inland will make it into the rivers and get to the ocean. And a lot of our dolphins here in South Carolina actually live in the river. So certainly, picking up your fishing gear and line and litter, so these animals don't get entangled and then don't ingest those things.
That's that's a great point. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody, can have a positive impact anywhere you live. But if you do come across an animal, whether it is beachfront or in the rivers, main thing to do is to call our hotline immediately, because that is monitored 24 hours a day. And so somebody can, we can ask questions, we can put our response into action immediately. And certainly if it's a live animal, we encourage you never to push those animals back into the water, because typically when they strand, something's going on, whether it's an injury or an illness, and getting our team out there as soon as possible so we can help the animal is the best scenario.
That's another great point. Lauren, throw us that number. Do you remember it?
Yeah, it's 800-922-7451.
Okay, great. Lauren Rust of the Lowcountry Marine Mammal Network out of Charleston. Thank you so much for some great information that hopefully will help us the next time this kind of situation comes around. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll be back with much more of the WHHI Daily News right after this.